this interesting point about farming at the moment, and obviously there's a lot of doom and gloom, and there's a lot of stress, and there's a lot of drama going on out there, and mainly the pressure on the dairy farmers, but not just the dairy farmers. Everybody else has also got a whole lot of pressures, and you're doing all sorts of budgets, and you're doing work at night and working your heart out during the day. Have you actually had time to stop and smell the roses, as the old saying goes? I think because there's so much pressure in the farming business, and as I said, it's not just dairying, it's right across the whole board, and you've got the seasons, you've got your pests, you've got your diseases and things that you're fighting the whole time. The smelling of the roses becomes very, very important. And I guess what I'm suggesting is an off-farm interest. Whether you go and play a game of golf once a fortnight, or ring up a neighbour and say, hey, listen, let's go and see if there's any salmon in the river, and go off and spend a day fishing. Even if you go to some sort of organisation like a service club and join up with them, so that you get that total break away from the pressures. You actually end up with a time that you can dwell on all sorts of positive things. You can enjoy the company of other people who may not be farming at all. What about going into town and catching up with some relatives that you haven't seen for several months, and going out for a really lovely sort of a dinner, just to give yourself that little break? Because if you don't, you're going to find that you'll go into a spiral. I'm not saying that I'm amazing as a doctor or anything like that, but I have found personally that when things start to get on top of me, I have a break. I'll either go out for dinner, or if I don't think I can afford a dinner, I'll go out for lunch with a friend, have a couple of pints of beer and a pizza, and afterwards you come back and you go, that was really, really refreshing. So I suggest that you do that. What do you think?